Welcome to Teen ypww Lesson 12. I do not own the rights to this music. Today's topic is an infusion of faith. The lesson text is coming out of Hebrews chapter 11. The memory verse, I will read the King James Version first and then the New International Version of Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The New International Version of Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. The key for today's lesson. Our faith in God should increase annually. The focus for today's lesson. Students will be encouraged to walk by faith every day. There are several definitions of the word infusion. The best fit definition for our lesson today is the introduction of something that is needed. Infusion also means adding a potent element, faith, to another receiver element, reader, to bring another dimension of quality to the receiving element. As we grow and mature in the things of God, we will need to be strengthened in the faith at various times. Even though we are confident that we belong to a righteous body of believers, the Church of God in Christ, there will be times when we will need to be encouraged. Our faith will need an infusion from God. There will be times when even our decision to continue in righteousness will be difficult to accomplish. It is the assignment of the enemy, Satan and his kingdom, to find ways to discourage you and derail you from God's will for your life. He has thousands of years of experience and an arsenal of clever schemes to discourage believers. That is why our time of study is so very important. Our lessons provide the inside scoop that will empower you, teen listeners and readers, to win against the influence of Satan every time. The walk of faith for believers is a daily challenge. There are no down days when you will not have to use your faith. Satan, the enemy of our souls, always has a plan ready to distract us. Therefore, we need to have a plan ready to counterattack him as well. The foundation of our plan is always going to be prayer, Bible study, and fasting. These three basic weapons of warfare should be a part of your weekly routine. We encourage you to make prayer a part of your daily routine, preferably in the morning before you start your day. Then again at convenient times throughout the day. You can whisper a word of prayer softly. This frequent communication with God strengthens your spiritual core and stamina. 1 Peter chapter 4 verses 12 through 13 says, Dear friends, do not be surprised at the fiery ordeal that has come on you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice inasmuch as you participate in the sufferings of Christ, so that you may be overjoyed when his glory is revealed. This passage reminds us that sometimes we will face challenges just because we are Christians. If we endure our times of testing, in the end, God's glory will be revealed and you will be blessed. Therefore, when life gets really tough, we must remember that God is aware of our situation. He has promised in His Word that He will provide for us and protect us. It is during these times of tough challenges that we will need an infusion of faith. God is keenly aware of this need and strategically finds ways and means for us to be strengthened. Sometimes we will get a downpouring of faith, building information from attending a church service or revival. At other times we will hear a great message and our faith will be infused. Then our expectation of experiencing the good things in life returns. We should cherish these times of faith infusion that God brings into our lives. They are designed to encourage you at your moment of need for your very situation. Sometimes Satan influences someone to give us false reports about our life. Let's be ready to answer these negative reports with words that declare the direct opposite. When you get a thought or feel like you are not going to be successful, declare repetitiously in an audible voice, I am successful. When you wake up with feelings of being in despair, declare repetitiously in in audible voice, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." This is the plan we encourage you to use for every false report that Satan sends. Your spirit will receive and your mind will believe your confession. Then whatever you have been confessing will begin to happen in your life. In today's lesson, students will learn that there are times when their faith will need to be strengthened. God will ensure that they have opportunities to hear His word that will speak to their very need during these times. Students will also be reminded to use the 3 foundational weapons of our faith during seasons of discouragement: prayer, Bible study, and fasting. We encourage students to pray every day. The fake news or false reports of Satan will be discussed. A counteractive strategy to diminish false news will also be discussed. The questions for today's lesson: number 1, what are some other ways we can build up our faith in God when going through tough times? Number 2, what are some faith-building songs that you like? The end. God bless you and thank you for joining me today.